everybody? How's it going? How's it going? I decided to clean myself up a little before anybody else comments on it. What's going on, everybody? Was it just me, or did it feel like the intro song was extra long tonight? I know that was just me. I kept like, I was like, oh, here we go. Oh, no, wait. Oh, no. Maybe it was just me. Let's run it through the chat here. We got 12 of you watching. We got William. We got Joe Mike. We got Pendergast. We got Brian. Jamie Lynn. Forgivens. David. It jumped there. 3M. What's going on, everyone? How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Little goat to start the night there. Yeah. There's been a lot of like interesting things going on in the world of pop culture where we got I feel like since the last time we talked, it feels like it's been forever. We've got the 4 little teaser / clues / stories trailers for Doomsday, right? That's pretty crazy. Sorry, my hands are cold. I'm like, yes, excellent. And those are all really interesting. I like a lot of people's comments talking about how some of those shots had a very Spider-Man No Way Home trailer feel, where a lizard's getting kicked in the face by an invisible person. I feel like there's a lot of stuff missing from those. But yeah, I did get a shave and a haircut. Some hairs, not all of them. What up, Maya? I love that. I love that, Brian. I really needed that, dude. That was really good. Yes, we're here to talk about how to take care of Superman. Oh, that's good stuff. Good stuff. I haven't watched those yet. Might just wait. Well, yeah. I guess it'd probably be like 3 weeks. Rumor is that it's going to take place at the Super Bowl. So, if so, we don't have too long to wait. But I mean, Pendergast, in reality, you're not missing anything if you don't see them. It literally tells you next to nothing. So, we got that. Goodness, what was some of the other crazy? Let's see here. Where did I see? What was the other? There's a couple other really interesting movies. I don't remember off the top of my head. Man, but you gotta get him in there though first. That's where all the problem lies. Yeah, I don't know. It's been a hectic day. Trying to think what else. Well, yeah, got the new, as I'm sure you saw in my posts on Instagram. Got the new dog. He's very very skittish, but he's definitely warming up. Uh, he will now go into most of the house. Yeah, he's not a big fan of doorways by any means, or like hallways, I guess. Yeah, he's doing okay. He's finally seems to be back to like a normal eating routine. Whistling decoy as bait. Fair. Yeah, that Lord Starkiller is very cool. Sorry, unless I guess I didn't see what the price was going to be. Um, so I mean, if it's like, I mean, I would obviously prefer to be at 30, but if it were at 35, I'd probably still get it. Because yeah, that is it's a real cool figure. Johnny Vegas. Do I think we'll get figures for the new Street Fighter movie? Yes, I do. Um, 100%. And I have this weird feeling that it's probably through Mattel, because obviously they have a wave of I don't know if it's first to market or exclusive to Walmart, but they're doing WWE wrestlers as Street Fighter characters. And as we all know, there are, in fact, two WWE wrestlers in the movie. So I would assume Mattel's probably going to be making those figures. And yes, I do. I just think it's weird that like they're doing the wrestlers as Street Fighter characters, and they have John Cena as Guile, and I'm like, well, that's so weird. Now you're gonna have Cody Rhodes and John Cena as Guile. I just think it's funny. Um, the Black Series Prince Uzor. Oh, nice. Oh, that's cool. It's $15. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got that one. Um, I just really want them to um, kind of round off a couple of characters like from the Shadows of the Empire and like the Force Unleashed. You know, have like um, let's see, where would I start? Um, the like the Chewbacca in the Bounty Hunter disguise would definitely want that one. Um, I would want Dash Rendar's droid, which I believe was like LEB 00 or something, but they called him Lebo, I think it was. I would want that character. Um, I'd love to have like a swoop bike, like the original one that they made for Shadows of the Empire, Empire back in like the late '90s. Peak. I would definitely want that. Yeah, Ram Koda for sure from Force Unleashed. Would want him. I would want the his training droid. Yep, Juno Eclipse. Yep. Would want that one too. Um, and I'd love to get Starkiller in like all of his like different suits that he wears throughout the games too. Like I know we got the one already, um, but give us like him in like the Mando suit that he gets, and just like his other alliteration would be really cool. The Turtles of Grayskull comic, it's awesome. Heck yeah, I'm patiently waiting for that to come out and trade. So I'm trying not to do single issue comics anymore unless it's like to try and finish like older stuff to try and finish things off. But yeah, I am definitely still buying trades and stuff. So trades and graphic novels, it's where it's at for me. Yeah, that's another thing I'm patiently waiting for and cautiously optimistic about is the Masters of the Universe trailer. Like, that's got to be coming soon, right? It's got to be. Also, might be still too soon, but I'd really like to see something from the new Voltron. movie and something actually in the works for the live action Warhammer stuff, other than them just keep talking about that they're going to do it. Because I need me some Warhammer TV series. Watched the Star Wars sequel movies this past weekend, and there are still some figures from them. I wish they had made. It probably won't ever get any more from those movies. Unfortunately, you're probably right. I have the graphic novel. Oh, I didn't realize that I didn't realize that was out already. I thought I had it on pre-ordered somewhere. Guess I'll have to look. Yeah. Let's see. Also, gosh, what else did I just see? Oh, they're doing like a big flip flop at Galaxy's Edge apparently. Instead of having the First Order and Kylo Ren walking around, they're gonna switch it over to Vader and regular stormtroopers. So that's kind of interesting. See how they start pulling off all of that. I just it's weird to me because they made all these like very specific things for this area. I mean, and I guess you could still use it, but like those new little like droids that walk all by themselves, like those can't be cheap. But yeah, I'm sure they just utilize them elsewhere. Yeah, God, there was something in the news I just read about Godzilla. I think there was apparently some screenings or something, and people said that that there were like kids in the movie, so it's maybe not as dark as people were expecting. Or I guess I don't know how they could screen it because I don't think they can't be that far along. Oh yeah, that doesn't even come out until next year. March 26th. So yeah, I don't I don't know anything about that. Yeah, Teal Mike for sure. Dave Filoni is going to be the co-head of Star Wars now, and basically, it's a weird co-head because he's in charge of creative, and then the gal that they hired to do this with him, or maybe she already was. I'm not entirely sure. But she's going to be like the financials and like some of the other stuff. But I guess Kathleen is going to still be producing. So I don't know what that means if it's just producing Star Wars or if she's producing other projects for Disney or ABC, or is it right, ABC? Whatever the parent company is. But yeah, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, Filoni being in charge just makes sense. I mean, he was technically picked to be like Lucas's protege, essentially. So I feel like Filoni's got a really good grasp of what's going on. Because I mean, what has that guy all done? He's done Mandalorian. I don't want to speak out of line here because I don't know what he has all done. I will say this though, the hat that he is wearing in his new like promo picture that they're slinging everywhere, really cool. I'd wear it. So, okay. So, dude did The Bad Batch, Tales of the Jedi, Star Wars Rebels, Star Wars Resistance, executive producer in Star Wars Forces of Destiny, um, Skeleton Crew, and Maul Shadow Lord. He co-created and is an executive producer on The Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett, and Ahsoka, serving as the later's sole writer. So, I mean, like, he's done a bunch. Like, he didn't direct The Force Awakens or Rogue One, but he was part of it in some way, shape, or form. Like in Force Awakens, he was art department. The other one, he did voices and stuff. So, but I mean, even though like, because they say Obi-Wan Kenobi, but it's just like special thanks to Executive Creative Council. But that's what I'm saying is like I feel like he's probably still doing a lot of like consulting on other projects regardless, because he wants to do a cohesive universe. So he obviously did the Clone Wars stuff too. Yeah, so I mean, like, he's been a part of just about everything. So it only makes sense. But let's see what else. I'm just at a loss tonight. What do you guys want to talk about? Got anything interesting that you've noticed? I don't want to just sit here and scroll through my phone looking for something to talk about because that's not fun. AJ Styles was on TNA tonight, which is cool. Yeah, I don't know. Nothing's really popping up to me there. Fallout has been awesome. I've really enjoyed this second season so far. No spoilers, obviously. Let's see what else. What else was I watching? You know what's a shame that we haven't way off subject there. It's a shame that we have not gotten American Dad action figures yet. I mean, what the hell? Like, they gave us a ton of Family Guy ones. I've got Aqua Teen Hunger Force action figures. How have we not gotten American Dad? At the very least, just the family. I mean, or if at the, like, a Stan and Roger. Like, you could make so many Rogers. You could make them like Mr. Potato Head or something. Just like magnets and just stick different like accessories on them, like snap-on clothes, and it's always like the same, like I'm Roger. I do think it's funny that they've got, because I can't remember if it happened like before or after or whatever, but like Roger has a tumor removed that turns into another little weird alien, and they call him Rogu. So I don't know if that's supposed to be a rip on Grogu or not, but I think it's kind of funny. Been to the comic shop and saw Street Sharks on issue 4 and Astrobots at issue 2. Need to see figs of quality before a comic for once, right? And the thing is the Astrobots, I believe that might even be a if it's what I'm thinking it is. Again, I don't want to speak out of it. Oh, okay. That kind of popped in my head too. Sorry, hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that. So Astrobots, it's the PlayStation 1. But there was another. Okay, so you meant to be. Okay, so you have the space. If you take Astrobot and squish it together into one word and then type in figure, you get what I was thinking of initially. And then I thought maybe that's what you were talking about. Let me see here. This is what I thought you were talking about at first. Because these are really cool too. And there's also a comic book for these guys. So that's why. Okay. Wait. Oh, you are talking about that one? Okay, so then they must be on a new. There must be different volumes then, because I think I have a first issue of that one. Let me see here. I can't. There's no like. Or is it literally taking them this? It cannot. No. Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, it must be a different volume. Okay. So I was like, what? Yeah. So there's a volume 1 and a volume 2, and they didn't do a consecutive numbering. They did like 1 through 5, and then volume 2 is 1 through 5. Because this is the one that I have the issue number 1 of, but that's from volume 1. So, but yeah. Let's see. Toddy Mac had to eat his words once again about female figures not selling as Zatanna has become hard to get. Well, yeah. I mean, it all depends on. You can't just keep making Wonder Woman. Although that comic Wonder Woman is like one of the hardest ones to find too. What up, Boo Cat? But yeah. Zatanna, yeah, gonna be awesome. Yes, 3M, they would absolutely make their money back just on Roger. But like even other ones too, though. Like there's so many cartoons. Like, and sorry if I keep saying like, but so there's so many. Wow, brain fart again. so many cartoons that haven't gotten figures that desperately need, or if they have gotten them, they're not the greatest. So like, there I did again. So I think Fat Mojo made, I think it was Archer, or no, maybe that, or maybe it was both of them. But then I think they also did Bob's Burgers, but they were like two different scales. That's so like that's what I'm saying. Like Archer needs some proper action figures. Bob's Burgers uh needs some proper action figures. If we can get like Jax doing what they're doing with the Simpsons, there's no reason we couldn't get that level with any of those other characters. Think about it, Jax. Just do like sign a deal with Adult Swim or something. Just use all of their um, their properties to make figures. Man, I'm just struggling tonight. Yeah, I can't keep doing that because I'm just gonna keep tweet. Um, the the handful of figures that Mezco put up the other day, those sure sold out fast, didn't they? Thankfully, it was nothing I really wanted or needed. So, yeah, the I got nothing today. I haven't been this like in a long time. There's got to be something good I can talk about that'll pop into my head. Well, let's see here. We got first pictures of Sophie Turner as Laura Croft. Let's see here. Thoughts on Super 7 doing Street Sharks? I don't. The Super 7's not doing Street Sharks. They are doing Tiger Sharks. I'll get to that in a second here. Let's see what else. They showed off a bunch of those new Scream Greats figures from Trick or Treat Studios. Those look pretty cool. Let's see. Nope, that's not what I wanted. So, Tiger Sharks was a lot like Thundercats. Oh, hold on a second here. I'm screwing everything all up here. All right. So they were like normal dudes, sort of. I could be totally wrong. It's been a million years since I've seen it. And then they all transform into these dudes. Somebody was like, Thundercats, let's do it in the ocean. But I mean, like, beyond the fact that they definitely all look like they're naked, unlike Thundercats, at least they had sort of seemed like they had clothes on. These guys are just full blown naked fishmen. It's kind of crazy. Codenamed Kids Next Door has figures. They do. It's old. Laugh out loud. Apologies, not too up on the various shark lines. Never watched them. No, it's all good because it's one of those things where like I vaguely remember the cartoon and I don't think I ever had any of the toys, so I don't really have like this huge connection to that one. But yeah, Rankin Bass owned all three of those IPs: Thundercats, Silverhawks, and Tiger Sharks. I mean, makes total sense. It all definitely seems like something out of the same book, which now two of them technically are Thundercat and Silverhawks. So, I mean, maybe they'll throw Tiger Sharks in. Well, exactly, and that's the whole thing. Is like, are they gonna? Here, let me. I'm just responding like we're having a conversation. Kind of curious how they're going to do the tiger sharks since their normal human forms are fairly different from their aquatic forms. Well, knowing them, I think they're going to do the shark person or fish person or whatever, and then their human versions, and they'll sell two totally separate figures with different accessories and everything. And it'll take like 17 years to get all the figures. What up, creepy colors? But if I had to make a educated guess when it comes to them, if they were smart, they would just make the shark versions or like the fish hybrid, whatever, aquatic form. That would be probably their best bet would you just make their aquatic forms to start. And then if you get all the way deep into the line with all the other characters, then you start doing the human ones, sprinkling them in, and then that's how you get them in. Because then people will then be invested and they'll want those, but they're not gonna like just dive right in and buy a bunch of the human versions. Because it's kind of like I'll go back to when they had The Simpsons. Like, why did you start in all the waves that they put out? They never put out a standard version of any of the family members. It was like Spaceman Homer and Moo Moo Homer and this version of Homer, but no regular one. And we got Bartman, and you got another like Stuntman Bart or something, but no regular version of Bart. So that I think people worry about something like that happening. The gimmick for the toys were a spring-loaded flip action from human to creature. So definitely replacement heads. Yeah, I mean, if they're going to base them basically directly off the toys, then for sure, super easy. But if you're going to base it off the cartoon, well, then you're going to have two very distinctive versions of them, unless you just, well, I mean, I was going to say, unless you put fabric clothing over the top, but they'd all have to be wearing long sleeves all the time, which I don't necessarily think they do, but yeah. Well, I hate to really truthfully hate to cut it short, but I'm just at a loss tonight. It's kind of not to talk about anything, but it's been stressful up here, and we'll just leave it at that. And so, mine's been elsewhere. But yeah, with that, I think I'm probably just going to call it for the night. I don't want to just sit here and ramble and give you guys long, awkward pauses. Yeah. Also, everyone should go watch. 1 second. Go watch from season 5, episode 10 of Doctor Who. The episode is called Vincent and the Doctor. Everyone should just go watch that. And then, maybe things will be better. Yeah. So, with that being said, thanks for everyone tuning in tonight. Listen to me literally aimlessly wander through my brain. Yeah. You guys know the drill. If you're not following me, give me a follow down here on Instagram. You guys want one of our cool shirts, head on over to prowrestlingtees.com. Search Dave Wonder. All sorts of cool ones in there. If you're local, come see me in Stillwater at Minton Box Toys. Dave's socials if you want to do any donating to Extra Life. And yeah, I think I'm going to go crash out. So, with that being said, I hope everyone has a nice weekend. And I should probably be back on Wednesday. I think so. And yeah, throw them horns up, and we'll catch you guys next time. I hate not having a mouse.